So, in thinking back on my hybrid live online classes, what really stands out as some of the issues or some of the things I just didn't expect, and just some things that you might want to think about when you're embarking or redoing this class in the future? What could you really do to enhance? And one of the things that I found as being very hard to convey often enough is humor. We don't get a chance to see each other, and usually that response from students' faces back to you bring humor and bring humor in your teaching. You know what is fun, what is exciting about teaching, and sometimes we don't get to do that because we lose that humor, and I don't know how to bring that back. And that's one thing that I've really tried to work hard on, is ways that I can still be myself and get the students coming back with laughter and humor. So that is one thing that I didn't quite plan for, and something that I need to continue working on when delivering live online instruction. The second thing that I really found struggling in the beginning, and still remains a challenge for me, is to take those asynchronous lessons into the next domain. Take them onto live online exercises that occur as a result of asynchronous instruction. When I put those modules online, I put so much in them, and they're so complete in my mind that when I get to dealing with the students in a live online setting, it takes me a little while to try to come up with creative, enjoyable, engaging live online exercises that we can do as a class. And the larger that class is, it's even the harder, because I have a harder time manipulating and keeping students involved at all times during the live online setting. So that's number two. The last thing is I found that I know my students now in their online presence and not as much in their social presence. When you're in a classroom, you see them walk in every day, you see them have their little chats, you have their little discussions, and I kind of define my students by, well, this student usually gives a lot of feedback, or this student obviously does a good job on these results, on the homework, and I get to know my students in a different way as opposed to a social presence. I know them in their online or their live online presence. And I'd like to somehow meld the two. I'd like to get the two together. So it's another one of those, bringing it back around to getting a group of learners and a community of learners that we are engaging with each other. We have humor, and we also have the ability to have creative exercises that we're doing together and building a social understanding of each other.